Days had passed since I met Gabriel parents again. At hanggang ngayon ay hindi ko pa siya nakakausap, dahil nang magising ako ng umaga sa kanyang silid, ay wala na siya sa tabi ko. I saw his note saying he's in Japan for business meeting, na hindi ko na binigyang pansin. I know he's not yet ready to talk about his father, pero sana naman ay sabihan niya ako kung aalis siya, diba? Mama, why are you frowning? Takang wika ni Sapphire, habang kumakain ng agahan. Bakit nga ba, baby? Because your father went away without saying a single word. Pero syempre hindi ko sinabi yun. When they asked about their father, ay sinabi ko naman na nasa business trip ito. Nothing, mama, is just tired, I said and smiled to assure her. Ma'am Natasha, para po sa inyo. Wika ni Manang Linda nang makapasok, inabot niya sa akin ang envelope na hawak na agad ko namang kinuha. Attorney Lacson, banggit ko sa nakasulat. Kaya't agad ko itong binasa. My eyes darted into Melvin, who's peacefully eating his breakfast katabi si Gemstone. Hindi ko mapigil ang mapaluha habang binabasa ang nakasulat sa loob. Oh my God, I said and covered my mouth in happiness. Finally, after a long wait, ay masasabi ko nang ako ang ina ni Melvin. Why are you crying, mama? Bakas sa mukha nila ang pag-aalala, pero mariin akong umiling. I shook my head, stood up and walked towards my Melvin, and hugged him tight. Why are you crying, tita? It's Mama Melvin, bulong ko at hinalikan ang tuktok ng kanyang ulo. It's Mama. The request was granted. Ako na ang legal guardian ni Melvin. I can't describe how happy I am now. Really, he's our brother now, Mama. Gemstone said with his big eyes. Ang cute niya tuloy tignan dahil sa paglaki ng kanyang mata. Yes, really, I said and hugged me Melvin again. Ramdam ko ang pagyugyog ng balikat nito. Why are you crying? He shook his head and hugged me back. I'm happy, Mama. Tila hinaplos noon ang aking puso. Him calling me Mama makes me happy. I'm happy too, I said and kissed his temple. Kumain na kayo, after school lalabas tayo to celebrate, okay? Sabay-sabay naman na tumungo ang apat, at muling kumain. Ako naman ay tinungo ang office ko, at tinatawagan si Jane na siyang naging isang malaking tulong sa akin. Natasha, what's up? Bungad ni Jane. Thank you, Jane. Masayang wika ko. Jane's cousin Attorney Duque Lacson is one of the best attorney in town. Siya ang pinaka-batang attorney na maraming narating sa edad na 27. Okay, wait. Thank you for what? Naguguluhang wika niya. Melvin is my son now, Jane. Excited kong pagkukwento. I can't help it, I'm crying. Oh my God. That's good, congratulations. I'm calling Duque, tawagan ulit kita. Marahan akong tumungo-tango, kahit para akong tanga sa ginagawa, kahit hindi naman ako makikita ni Jane. We bid our goodbyes and went back to the dining area, kung nasaan ang apat na bull-inggit na naghaharutan na. I can't believe it. I have a brother now. Gemstone said in a cheeky voice and tapped Melvin back. Yeah, me too. I'm happy. Hindi ko mapigilan ang mapangiti, habang nakikita ang kasiyahan sa mukha ni Melvin, ganoon rin ang mga anak ko. Dagdag sakit sa ulo ka. Irap ni Amber na straight na sa pagtatagalog. Sa loob ng 8 buwan naming pamamalagi sa Pilipinas, ay natututo na silang mag-adapt sa kanilang environment. Well, I'm still happy. Patuloy na nagkulitan ng apat. Ayoko pa sanang sirain ang moment nila, pero hindi pwede, they need to go to school. Alright, mamaya na ang laro. I said, let's go. Agad naman na tumalima ang apat, at nauna nang maglakad palabas sa garahe. Hindi naging mahirap ang aming biyahe, dahil hindi naman gaanong traffic ngayon. Sa lakas ng tawanan ng apat sa loob ng sasakyan, ay hindi ko rin maiwasan ang mapangiti at matawa. Mama, did you know that we have a new class advisor? Sapphire said. Napakunot ang noo ko sa kanyang sinabi. I mean, wala akong idea, dahil hindi naman ako na-inform ng school. Maski si Teacher Laika ay walang sinabi. Talaga, mabait ba? I said. Pero bakit hindi ako mapakali? My mind is telling me that something is off. Or am I just being paranoid again? Opo, mabait po at maganda. Ngumiti na lang ako at nag-focus sa daan. Since walang gaanong traffic, ay mabilis naming narating ang school. The kids immediately jump out of the car and pick up their things. Miss Ramirez, rinig kong tinig ng kung sino man. Kaya't agad akong napalingon. Teacher Laika, I said unsure. Medyo nagbago kasi ang feature nito. It's been a while. I'm sorry didn't have a chance to inform you about my sudden resignation. Ayos lang. Wala namang problema, wika ko at ngumiti. Pero ang sabi naman ng principal, ay na-inform na nila si Mr. Mondragon, in fact he already met their new advisor. Oh really? Wala sa sariling wika ko, dahil wala namang nabanggit sa akin si Gabriel. I would love to talk with you more, but I have to go Miss Ramirez. Agad naman akong tumango. Nang makaalis ay binalingan ko ang apat na nag-uusap. Pasok na kayo, I said and kissed their forehead. Bye-bye mama, sabay nilang sigaw na apat. Bye babies, I said and waved my hands to them, hanggang sa makapasok na sila sa loob ng school. I was so busy the whole day, it was already 3, pero heto ako at nakaharap pa rin sa laptop ko. I called Martin earlier at sinabi ko na sa kanya ang pagdating ko next week. He said that the investors are ready by that time and day, kaya walang hassle. I sighed and massaged my temple. Jayla, please come in. I said on the intercom. Ano pang nasa appointment ko? Ma'am may meeting po kayo with Mr. Legarda mamayang 4, ayun na rin po ang last meeting nyo today. Marahan naman akong tumungo, at muling bumalik sa trabaho ko. Sobrang busy Agad na nagangat ang aking tingin nang makita si Gio. It's been a week since I last saw him. Kaya't kahit paano ay namiss ko siya. Gio, I said bago tumayo at yamakap sa kanya. I treat him as a friend nothing more nothing less. Hey, it's been a week, he said and hugged me back. I'm really sorry about the outing. Nagka-problema kasi sa company. Wala iyon. How are you? Kamusta ang company nyo? He shrugged. Still good and kikang. Ikaw kamusta? I smiled genuinely. I'm really good. I said. I'm really sorry about the. Natasha it's okay. He said and hold my hands. Wala sa akin yun. I just felt guilty. Wika ko at marahang yumuko. Huwag mo nang alalahanin iyon. He said. Halos kalahating oras din kaming nag-usap ni Gio. Ayaw pa sana niyang umalis, pero tumawag naman ang kanyang ina, kaya't nagpaalam din ito agad. After the meeting I went to the kids' school, para sunduin ang apat. Agad akong napangiti nang makita silang naglalakad, pero agad iyong napawi nang makita ang babaeng kanilang kasama. Trina, so I'm right, na si Trina nga talaga ang nakita ko una pa lang. Pero anong ginagawa niya dito? Why is she here, when Gabriel said that she's in asylum? My hands trembled in fear as her eyes darted into mine. She smiled sweetly yet scary. Hindi ko na namalayan na tinatakbo ko na ang distansya namin. I immediately grabbed my baby's hands, and put them beside me. What are you doing here? I said in a calm voice, pero nanginginig na ang buong kalamnan ko. Mama you know teacher Trina? Sapphire innocently asked. Natasha. It's been a while, she said in a friendly voice. Anak mo pala sila. I didn't know. Hindi ko alam kung dapat ba akong magpapaka-plastic, at nangitian din siya. Why are you here? Mariing kong wika. How did you get in here? I can't help myself not to worry, Gabriel said that this woman is dangerous. And she's obsessed with him. Paano kung malaman niya na anak ni Gabriel ang tatlo? My mind went shot as Teacher Laika's voice echoed in my head. Mr. Mondragon already met her. He knew. And he never bothered to tell me. Gusto kong magwala sa galit. I'm their teacher Natasha. Cold na wika ni Trina. Pero hindi rin nagtagal ay ngumiti ito ng nakakauyam. Gabriel. Didn't tell you right. Napipilan ako sa kanyang sinabi. He never did. Oh, just like before he's still secretive. Don't worry I'm no harm. She said at hahawakan sana ang kamay ni Gemstone.ng mabilis na hinarang ko ang katawan ko sa kanya. I'm sorry but we have to go. I said bago naglakad, pero tila binuhusan ako ng malamig na tubig nang muli siyang magsalita. Why? Scared? She whispered. Hindi ko sila sasaktan. I know Gabriel already told you what happened before, but trust me Natasha. I mean no harm. She mean no harm. Pero bakit hindi naniniwala ang utak ko? My mother instinct is telling me to take my kids away from her. I don't trust you at all. I said bago yumuko upang tignan ang mga batang tila naguguluhan sa mga nangyayari. Mauna na kayo sa sasakyan. But mama, no buts. Sapphire, pasigaw kong wika kaya't agad na nangilid ang mga luha nito sa mata, at mabilis na tumakbo na sinundan naman ng tatlo. Mabilis kong hinarap si Trina nang masigurong wala na ang mga bata. Oo, tinuruan ako ng magulang ko, na huwag maging judgmental, pero bakit hindi ko yun mai-apply kay Trina? Natasha, stop being paranoid, Trina said and smirked. There is really something in her eyes that I can't determine at all. It's not being paranoid, Trina, I said in a deadly tone, at matapang siyang hinarap. It's a mother protecting her children from harm. So sinasabi mo na may binabalak ako? Wika niya. Biglang nagbago ang tinig nito, mula sa mapaglaro na punta ito sa pag-alit na boses. Ikaw nagsabi niyan, hindi ako. Wika ko at naglakad na palayo. I'm Natasha Ramirez Shinu, wala na akong balak na alamin kung paano siya nakalabas ng asylum. What I'm worried about is my kids more than anything else. Nang tuluyang makalabas ng gate malayo sa paningin ni Trina, ay agad akong napaupo, my hands were trembling in anger and fear. Gabriel knew it, and he never bothered telling me. I sighed and shrugged that thought off. Mas lalo lang akong nagagalit kapag inaalala ang lahat. Are you okay, mama? Rinig kong bulong ni Amber, pero tumango lang ako. Napuno ng katahimikan ang sasakyan, hanggang sa makauwi kami. Sa bahay, mabilis akong naglakad papunta sa opisina ko, at pabagsak na sinara ang pinto. Hindi ako pala inom na tao, but I found myself sitting on my swivel chair drinking a liquor. Ilang beses ko nang denial ang phone ni Gabriel, pero naka-off ito. So I texted him saying we need to talk. Kailangan talaga naming mag-usap. What does he take me ta? A joke. Sa galit ay hindi ko na napigilan ang mabato sa sahig ang wine glass na hawak ko. Ma'am Natasha, rinig kong tinig ni Manang Linda. Ayos lang po ba kayo? She said. Ayos lang po, manang pakyasikaso muna ang mga bata. Wika ko at pilit na pinasigla ang boses. Agad kong kinuha ang cellphone kong tumutunog, at nakitang si Martin iyon. I sighed and answered the phone call. Ma'am, we have a problem, someone hacked our system here in France. Maraming new designs natin ang nanakaw at na-delete sa system. Ang kaninang mainit ko ng ulo, ay mas lalong nag-init sa narinig. Look Morgan, I'm not in the mood to deal with this, so you better find who's behind it. Tila natigilan pa ito sa narinig. I was always calm and composed, but this time I can't calm myself. Copy ma'am, he said and ended the call. Mariin kong ipinikit ang aking mata, at some andal sa swivel chair, what keeps happening to me? Last time Martin called it was a month ago. Someone sneaked into our house and took my files in there. And then when we were in Quezon, Jayla said that someone is trying to sneak in the office. Good thing the alarm rang before this someone entered the room. Someone is really trying to do with me. Hindi sa nagbibintang, malakas ang kutob ko na isa sa mga pinagkakatiwalaan ko pero taong malapit sa akin ang gumawa nun. Someone who I trust with everything, someone who knows what I'm doing. I have this someone in my mind, pero magagawa niya ba iyon? He can't do that, right? I knew him well, pero kilala ko nga ba talaga siya? Who are you? I whispered and took the bottle of wine and directly drank on it. He or she better make sure not to get caught by me, marami na akong pinagdaanan. I've been in there and I won't just sit and let them ruin me. Tahimik ang naging almusal sa bahay. Hindi ko pa rin pinapapasok ang mga bata sa paaralan, dahil hindi pa rin nawawala ang takot ko. I told Jane what happened. Is it possible for the school to accept someone like Trina? And she said yes. Pero bakit sa school pa kung nasaan ang mga anak ko? Mama, are you okay? Bulong ni Amber pero ngumiti lang ako at umiling. You're lying. Is it about teacher Trina? No baby, mama is just stressed from work. Pagdadahilan ko, although stress talaga ako sa trabaho nitong mga nagdaan na buwan. Then why are we not going to school? It's been 2 days mama. Amber is really smart not to notice it. Daddy, mabilis na tumayo mula sa kani-kanilang mga upuan ang mga bata, patakbo kay Gabriel na kakapasok lang. He's wearing a 3-piece suit, and he looks exhausted. Siguro ay pagkagaling nito sa airport, ay dumiretso na ito rito. Where have you been daddy? Sapphire said pouting. Daddy just need to take care of some business baby. He said and smiled. Nanatili ang malamig kong tingin nang tumama ang kanyang mga mata sa akin. He smiled but I never returned it, bago tumayo at naglakad paalis sa dining area. I went to the balcony to take some fresh air, dahil baka sumabog ako sa galit. Ayokong makita iyon ng mga anak ko. Hindi nagtagal ay nakaramdam ako ng presensya mula sa aking likuran. Hindi ako gumalaw nang maramdaman ang pagpulupot ng matitigas niyang braso sa aking baywang, he also buried his face into my neck and kissed it. I'm sorry, he whispered. It was an emergency baby, I need to be there on time. Gusto kong matawa sa narinig. I'm not even bothered by that. Trina, bulong ko, hindi na ako nagtaka nang manigas siya sa kinakatayuan niya. Mabilis kong kinalas ang braso niya mula sa aking baywang, at matalim ang matang tumingin sa kanya. How can you hide it from me? Mariin kong bulong not wanting someone to hurt us. Hindi siya nakasagot, at nanatiling walang imek, I chuckled mockingly. Anong karapatan mong itago sa akin ang tungkol sa babaeng iyon? Malamig kong wika, please answer me before I lose it Gabriel. Baby I just thought it was the best for you not to know. I'm handling it just fine. Hindi ako makapaniwalang tumingin sa kanya. It's the best. Ako ang ina nila Gabriel. May karapatan akong malaman ang lahat ng pagbabago sa paligid nila. Ikaw na rin ang nagsabi, that woman is dangerous, sa tingin mo hahayaan ko ang mga anak kong kasama sa loob ng iisang silid ang babaeng iyon. Magkasakitan muna kami bago niya masaktan ang mga anak ko. Natasha, calm down. How can I calm down? I am their mother. I treasured them more than anything else. Sila ang naging buhay ko, kaya't paano mo nasasabing kumalma ako, gayong alam kong may panganib sa paligid ng mga anak ko. I'm sorry, you're right, I should have told you, he whispered pero hindi noon nabawasan ang galit na nararamdaman ko. I'm taking my kids with me. In France. Natasha, he said and started to agitate. I'm sorry okay, but please don't take our kids away again. I have all the rights to take them with me. Galit kong wika, at maglalakad na sana palayo nang hawakan niya ang braso ko. Alam kong may kasalanan ako Natasha. But you can't do this to me. I let you go once, and I will never let you go again. I'm sorry, please just don't do this to me. Dapat naisip mo iyan, bago mo inilihim sa akin ang tungkol sa bagay na ito. You should have think of what will I feel. We are going back to France and that is final. Hindi ko na siya pinansin, at patuloy na naglakad paalis. Gabriel has been drinking non-stop since no Natasha confront him about Trina. He knew that he's wrong, pero sapat ba na dahilan iyon, para layuan siyang muli nito? Hindi lang iyon, ang ilayo nito ang kanyang mga anak. He sighed and started drinking again. The club was on fire since it was almost midnight. Marami ang tao sa paligid, marami na rin ang nagtangkang babae na kumausap sa kanya, pero hindi niya ito binigyang pansin. Hey there! Tila kumukulo ang dugo niya, nang marinig ang tinig ng babaeng siyang dahilan ng pagtatalo nila ni Natasha. Gusto niya sanang sakalin ito, pero hindi niya gagawin, she's too low. What are you doing here? He said gritting his teeth. Leave me alone, I don't wanna see you face. Trina snickered before she put her hands on Gabriel's shoulder. Ang init naman ng ulo mo, she whispered. I'm here with my friends, join us. Mabilis na kinalas ni Gabriel ang pagkakahawak ni Trina sa kanyang braso. He doesn't want to be near her, para siyang nasusuka sa tuwing lumalapit sa kanya ang dalaga. Leave me alone Trina. I don't want to hurt you physically, so better live than sorry, he said at mabilis na ininom ang alak sa baso. Hurt me physically then, hate me Gabriel. I know how much you love her, she whispered seductively. Yeah, I love having that but with Natasha only. He said at tumayo, nawalan na siya ng ganang uminom. Nang makalabas ay mabilis siyang naglakad papunta sa kanyang sasakyan, pero hindi pa man nakakalayo, ay hinatak na ni Trina ang braso niya. What? He scoffed. You know what? I don't know how you get your freedom in that asylum. In fact, I don't care anymore. Don't come near me again, woman. Nor my child, dahil kapag may mangyaring masama sa mga anak ko, hindi ako magsisising saktan ka, Gabriel said in a cold tone, bago muling naglakad, pero makulit ang dalagang patuloy na hinaharang ang dadaanan niya. Ano bang mali sa akin? Look, Natasha doesn't love you. Ako kaya kitang mahalin ng buong buo. Desperadang wika niya. All her life she just want Gabriel. Maski nga ang baduy nitong pinsan, ay pinatos niya mapalapit lang sa binata. But Natasha happened, imbis na lumapit ay mas lalong lumayo ang binata sa kanya. So she finds a way to make Gabriel hers, and she succeed na paghiwalay niya ang dalawa sa tulong ng ama ni Gabriel. She secretly texts Gabriel father saying that the two are in a relationship. Natasha loves me, mariing wika ni Gabriel at mahigpit na hinawakan ang braso ng dalaga. Hurt is evident in her eyes. But he doesn't care about that anymore. Liquor controlled his body. Mahal din kita pero bakit ayaw mo sa akin, naiiyak na wika ni Trina, habang nakatingin sa binatang nanlilisik ang mata. Save yourself from humiliation, Trina. I don't love you and I will never. Mariing wika niya. Tapos na ang pagtitimpi at pagmamalasakit niya sa dalaga, lahat ng amor at awa niya dito noon ay nawala na. He sighed and slowly released her shoulder from his grip, kita niya pa ang pamumula ng braso nito sa kanyang ginawa, pero hindi na niya ito pinansin. Patuloy siyang naglakad pero mahigpit na yamakap si Trina sa kanyang likuran. Babe please. Ako na lang, she said sobbing. Ano bang mali sa kanya? All she did was to love him, pero hindi iyon masaklian ng binata. Mahal na mahal kita. Pilit na kinalas ni Gabriel ang yakap ng dalaga. Trina, stop this. Nahihirapang wika niya. May mahal akong iba, at alam mo yun simula pa nung una. You know how much I loved her, so please stop torturing yourself. I had already forgiven you for what you did years ago. Stop this, Trina. With that word he left her alone crying. Trina was just watching as Gabriel speed off with his car, agad niyang pinunasan ang luhang patuloy na bumabagsak mula sa kanyang mga mata. Why not me? She sighed and wiped her tears away. She promised herself not to cry anymore, pero hindi niya mapigilan ang masaktan. She remembered their high school day. Flashback. Walang gustong lumapit sa basa ang suot na uniform, dahil sa isinaboy na tubig sa kanya ng mga keskwela. They said that she doesn't belong at that school, dahil isa siyang nerd and more. Wala siyang magawa kung hindi ang umiyak, until she saw a hand. Nang tumingala siya ay nakita niya ang isang napakagandang babae. Her curly brown hair is bouncing on her hips. Her perfect chopped natural red lips makes her seductive. And her beautiful pair of hazelnut eyes makes her looks like a princess. Come on, I'll help you, she said and smiled. Dahilan upang lumabas ang pantay, at mapuputing ngipin nito. Why are you helping that nerd cap? Nandidiring wika ng isa sa mga babaeng nagbuhos sa kanya ng tubig. Stop this nonsense, Macy. Mariing wika ng dalaga, habang siya ay nakatayo sa likuran nito. You don't have the right to say who belongs in this school. Ayos ka lang ba? Muling baling nito sa kanya. Samahan kita sa locker, magpalit ka ng damit. Bakit mo ako tinutulungan? Bulong ni Trina sa babaeng tumulong sa kanya. And why are they calling you captain? I'm the captain of the volleyball team. Simpleng wika ng dalaga. Kaya pala, she's the famous captain of the volleyball team. Napapansin din niya ang mga lalaki, naiinggit tuloy siya. Nang makarating sa locker, ay pinahiram pa siya ng dalaga ng tuwalya, at damit na masusuot na ipinagpasalamat niya, dahil wala talaga siyang dalang extra na damit. I'm Natasha Ramirez by the way. Wika ng dalaga na may ngiti sa labi. We can be friends if you want. A friend. That's nice. She never had one before. Days, months and years had passed, they became best friend. Ni hindi na nga sila mapaghiwalay, people also mistook them as a twin. Dahil sa kanilang pagsasama, maski sa kanilang pananamit ay halos pareha. Hanggang sa mamatay sa aksidente ang magulang ni Natasha. She tried to approach her and comfort her, but she blocked her in her life. But she still stayed and waited for her, pero hindi na bumalik sa dati ang dalaga. She became aloof and out of reach, hanggang sa malaman niyang may isang pamilya ang umampon kay Natasha. She never saw her again, not until she went to college. Naglalakad siya sa mahabang hallway ng business building, nang may makabangga siya, dahilan upang mabagsak sa sahig ang lahat ng kanyang gamit. Inis na yumuko siya upang damputin ito, pero yumuko rin ang nakabangga sa kanya, upang siya ay tulungan. Her mouth hung open, when she saw how handsome the man is. "I'm really sorry, miss," the man said and smiled that showed his perfect white teeth. "Freshman." Marahan siyang tumungo. Ni hindi na nga niya naintindihan ang tinanong nito, basta na lang siyang tumungo. "I'm Gabriel Mondragon, your senior," he said at inilahad ang kanyang kamay sa dalaga, na mabilis nitong tinanggap. "I'm Trina Chen," she said and smiled widely. Halos hindi mawala sa kanyang mukha ang ngiti, habang hawak ang kamay ni Gabriel. "Well, it's really nice to meet you, Trina," he said and smiled again. Tinanaw na lang niya ang binata na naglalakad palayo, hanggang sa lumiko na ito sa pasilyo at nawala. Her heart is beating unevenly, ngayon lang siya nakaramdam ng ganoon. Her first day went off so fast, mas lalo siyang ginanahang pumasok, dahil napag-alaman niyang ka-blockmate niya si Gabriel. "Hello there, little sis," her brother said and hugged her. "How's your day?" Trina smiled and went giddy. Ramdam niya pa rin ang mabilis na pagtibok ng puso, habang inaalala ang binata. "Hey, may sakit ka ba? You are blushing," her brother said and touched her forehead. "Wala naman kuya," she said and walked past him. Mabilis siyang pumasok sa kanyang silid at humarap sa salamin. But her happy face suddenly disappeared, when she saw her looks. Big eyeglasses, brace, bangs and uncleaned eyebrow. Feeling niya nga maski ipis, ay matatakot sa hitsura niya. "Magugustuhan niya kaya ako sa itsura kong ito," she said, doubting herself. So she decided to fix herself and create a new Trina. A classy sexy chicks, that every man desire. She became popular with her looks. And that makes her happy. But Gabriel never noticed her change, mas focus ito sa pag-aaral. He may be a happy-go-lucky man. But he's serious in terms of his study. Kaya't sinagot niya ang baduy na manliligaw na napag-alaman niyang pinsan ni Gabriel. "Hey Gabriel," Brent said and tapped his shoulder. Busy siya sa pagre-review, dahil malapit na ang midterm. "Yow dude." Ayun lang ang sinabi niya, not averting his gaze to them. "Papakilala ko lang sa'yo ang girlfriend ko." "Really?" Gabriel became agitated, at mabilis na nag-angat ng ulo. "Finally Brent, congrats," he said and smiled. "This is Trina, my girlfriend." His blue orbs darted into her, that made her froze and her heart skips a beat again. Hindi na nga simpleng pagkagusto lang ito. "The freshman," Gabriel said with a wide smile on his face. "Ang laki ng pinagbago mo ah. Ingatan mo ang pinsan ko, huwag mong paiyakan, iyakin pa naman yan," he said and chuckled, bago muling bumalik sa pag-aaral, pero mabilis na umangat ang ulo nito nang may babaeng tumawag sa kanya. "Hoy Takmol," she frowned when that woman sit beside Gabriel, pero tila nanigas siya sa kinatatayuan, nang makita ang babaeng kasama nito. "Natasha," she said stuttering. Her eyes watered with joy as she saw her best friend again. "Yes," Natasha said na tila ngayon lang sila nagkakilala. Oo nga pala, she was changed. Ang kilala nitong Trina, ay iyong iyakin at nerd na Trina. "It's me Trina," she said and walked towards her, bago ito mahigpit na niyakap. "Ang tagal kitang sinubukang makontak." Natasha Frost. Maski siya ay nangulila sa kaibigan, nawalan sila ng contact matapos ang graduation nila. "I'm sorry," Natasha said and hugged her too. Kita ang pagtataka sa mukha ng tatlo, pero ngumiti lang sila. Ilang buwan na ang nakalipas nang magkita sila muling dalawa. Nothing changed. She remained Brent's girlfriend, to became close with Gabriel. Nalaman din niyang kakambal ni Gabriel si Apple, pero ramdam niya ang pagkadisgusto ng dalaga sa kanya. Sa araw-araw na lumilipas, ay ramdam niya ang closeness ng dalawa. Gabriel is very fond to Natasha, na para itong asong sunod-sunod sa dalaga. She even caught them kissing. Nasa classroom ang dalawa, pero walang tao. And after that she felt something inside her. She felt mad. She felt unwanted. She felt left behind. Trina, sigaw ni Natasha nang makita ang dalaga na naglalakad sa hallway, pero hindi niya ito pinansin. She continued walking as if Natasha didn't exist. Trina. Muling sigaw ng dalaga, pero nagpatuloy lang siya sa paglalakad. Mariin niyang tinikis ang sarili na pumipilit na kausapin niya si Natasha. Ilang gabi niya ding iniyakan ang araw-araw na senaryong nakikita niya. They were so in love with each other, until she accidentally heard Apple talking about Gabriel. Alam mong inampun siya ni Daddy. Ano na lang ang sasabihin nila? My God, mag-isip ka Gabriel. Inilagay mo sa alanganin si Natasha. She gasped at what she heard. Ang mga magulang ni Gabriel ang umampon kay Natasha. Apple, mahal ko si Natasha. Gusto niyang maiyak sa narinig. Tila tinutusok ng libo-libong karayom ang kanyang puso, nang sabihin ni Gabriel na mahal nito si Natasha. Pero paano siya? Siguraduhin mo lang na hindi ka magluluko, Apple said at padabog na umalis. It was her love for him who made her crazy, so she came up with a plan to separate them, hanggang sa hinuli niya ang dalawa na magkasama at naghahalikan. She took a picture of them, and sent it to Gabriel's father. I can be your rebound. She whispered seductively to him, matututunan din siyang mahalin ng binata, that is what she is thinking. I don't wanna use you, Trina. Kaibigan ka ni Natasha, wika ng lasing na si Gabriel. I insist. She whispered and kissed his lips. Ramdam ni Gabriel ang pag-iinit ng katawan, so he grabbed her waist and kissed her fully on her lips and touched her body. They made love. Well, that is what she thought. I'm sorry, this was a mistake. Gabriel said, stuttering, at mabilis na kinuha ang mga damit na nagkalat sa sahig, at iniwan siya sa kwarto. Mistake her, well, for him it was a mistake, but for her, it was the greatest thing that happened in her life. Buntis ako. Bulong ni Trina. She felt happy when she found that she's pregnant, well, not to Gabriel, pero ipapaako niya ito sa binata. She will get him by hook or by crook. No. Mahina niyang bulong at mariing napasabunot sa kanyang buhok. No, Trina. Hindi pwede. Pero Gabriel, ikaw ang ama ng anak ko. Mariin niyang wika. Isang gabi lang may nangyari sa atin, Trina. Bakit? Isang gabi lang din may nangyari sa inyo ni Natasha, pero nabuntis mo rin siya. Nanlilisik ang matang wika niya. You impregnate her, while you're in a relationship with me. She's what? Gabriel said, stuttering. Buntis siya, gusto niyang maiyak habang sinasabi ang mga salitang iyon sa binata. Oh God! Gabriel whispered and smiled, baliktad ito sa reaksyon na nakita niya nung sinabi niyang buntis siya. I'm a father, he said, still smiling. Pero buntis din ako, bulong niya. Trina, mahal ko si Natasha. Ina mo, Gabriel. Paano naman ako? All I did was to love you unconditionally, pero palagi mo na lang binabaliwala iyon. Alam mo kung hanggang saan lang tayo, Trina. You insist yourself to help me. It was just a plan. A plan. Pero sa akin hindi plano yun, Gabriel. She said, crying. Hindi niya na mapigilan ang pagbagsak ng kanyang luha, mula sa kanyang mga mata. I will hurt her. Nababaliw ka na. Ano bang sinasabi mo? Sigaw ni Gabriel. Oo, nababaliw na ako. At sasaktan ko si Natasha, kapag hindi mo ako pinakasalan. You can't do that. Mariing wika ni Gabriel. Of course I can. Trina smirked and showed Gabriel a picture of Natasha, who's eating in a fast food chain. My man, a crew member will poison her when I signal him. You are crazy. Gabriel said, gritting his teeth. Pag may nangyaring masama kay Natasha, baka ano pang magawa ko sa iyo. Masakit man ay hindi na niya iyon binigyang pansin. Then showed her a way. Sabihin mo sa kanyang papakasalan mo ako, sabihin mo sa kanyang ginamit mo lang siya para mapansin ko. Sabihin mo sa kanyang wala kang pakialam sa mga anak niyo. Trina, don't do this please. Nagsusumamong wika ni Gabriel, sa hindi niya alam na ganito pala kaitim ang budi nito. I'm sorry babe, Trina said and smirked, but I have to.